Okay, so we're going to formally start. So I'm going to start today's lecture by, first of all, discussing that what are the factors which influence your blog ranking highest. And so basically, this is data from a SEMrush blog, and they've identified 6 categories of factors which decide whether your blog ranks highest. There are on SERP factors, URL and domain factors, backlink factors, user signals, content factors, and user experience factors. So these basically are 6 categories of factors, which SEMrush has found out, and then SEMrush further divides these 6 categories of factors into more factors, and let me show you those. So so okay. So if you can see this, first the factors, other factors that are relevant in deciding whether your blog ranks highest. There's text relevance, URLs organic traffic, domains organic traffic, URLs organic positions in top 20, domain occurrences of star ratings, domain authority score, domains organic position in top 20, domain occurrences in images, URL occurrences of star ratings, page authority score, number of referring IPs, and number of referring domains. Now what they've done is that they've also given a color to each category. So for example, text relevance is a light blue category. That means text relevance is a content factor. So text relevance is a content factor. The URL's organic traffic is pink. That means it comes in the URL and domain factors category. And similarly, domain organic traffic, URL organic position in top 20, domain occurrences of star ratings, domain organic position in top 20. But domain authority score comes in the backlink factors category. And that's why it's in the yellow. And I will share this document with you at the after this lecture in the WhatsApp group, so you can also go through it too. You can go through the document, and then these are all the other factors. You can go through these when while uh, studying the document. These are others. Just have a close look at them, and you can study them in detail when I message you share the document with you. But these are all the other factors. There are also other factors. Just have a quick look at them. You can um, you can go through them when I share the document. Okay. This These are all other factors, because there are many factors. There are like hundreds of factors which decide whether your blog ranks highest, and they come in 4 major categories: keyword research, on page, off page, and technical SEO. And those 4 are further divided. SEMrush, converted the 4 into 6 categories. These are more factors, and then these are all the other factors. You can go through the document when I share it and study them in detail. But um, so briefly, I'll tell you what are the important factors. First of all, domain authority is very important, and that depends upon backlinks. We discussed backlinks in the previous lecture. Then the content quality. What is the quality of your content? Are you a topical authority? That is another factor. Whether you've covered all subtopics, whether you've um, whether you've covered all topic clusters. Then there's technical SEO, your page speed, user experience, whether people They like your user interface, your design, your website quality, how long people stay on your site. That is also an SEO factor. So that's basically it. Uh, if we look at which factors are on page and off page, we discussed this in the previous lecture too. On the left are the on page factors, which improve your ranking. On the right are the off page, which improve your ranking. So any questions up till now?
No.
No, ठीक है, okay, good. Uh, Okay, so now what is technical SEO? I've gone through the first part of the lecture, that which factors decide whether your blog will rank the highest. Now, one of the factors is technical SEO. And technical SEO means that how good is your website? How good is the quality of your website? And within that comes page speed, whether the loading speed of your website, I mean, if your website has a slow loading speed, then people won't spend much time on your website, and that will affect your SEO ranking. So page speed is one very important factor in technical SEO. Second is site architecture. Mobile friendliness. When you browse through websites on your cell phone, there are some websites which are very slow on mobile. Some, they don't open properly, they're not properly designed. So that also affects SEO, whether your website is mobile friendly or not. So that is another technical SEO um, uh, factor. And on-page SEO and technical are linked to some extent. Then there are common issues like duplicate content, HTTP, and redirect errors. So, um, so within technical SEO, do you have an SEO-friendly site architecture? So, what is a site architecture? A site architecture is the way pages are linked together within your site. An effective site structure organizes pages in a way that helps crawlers find your website content equally. So look at this diagram carefully. So what is an SEO friendly site architecture? So basically you have a home, then you have a category page, and the category pages are further divided into individual pages. So, there are some sites which don't have this structure. They have random pages, and the random pages are not linked together, and that affects your SEO. If your pages are not properly linked in a proper hierarchy, in this hierarchy in which you have a home page, a category page, further divided into individual page, if you don't have this structure of your website architecture, it affects your SEO. Your SEO gets affected, and your content and blogs, they don't rank that high. Any questions up till now? If anybody has any question,
No, sir.
feel free to ask. Don't be shy. I like when students ask questions, so don't worry about that. So so there's a logical hierarchy when you have this structure: home, category page, individual page, and this improves your SEO. And there should be internal links. The different pages should be linked together with internal links, and that helps crawlers. Crawlers are uh, you know Google's way of finding your content. And then other factors in technical SEO, you don't have to go to details. You should just know these terms. They might ask you in interviews when you give a content writing. Um, you should submit your sitemap to Google. It's an XML sitemap is it's just a concept. You don't have to go into detail, but just you should know this. Um, I really wish I could teach you Google Search Console. There are a lot of concepts, and I will try to find someone a friend who could share me his Google Search Console for his or her website, and then I'll explain that to you hopefully by next time. Okay, what is indexing? Uh, Indexing is a concept of how search engines crawl, how they reach your pages, and within that there's a concept of operator search. Um, an issue I was having with teaching technical SEO is that, and that's an issue for content writers as a whole, how much knowledge of technical SEO should a content writer have? Because basically content writing and SEO, they overlap. Content writers don't need 100% knowledge of SEO, but they should have at least 50. Because if a content writer doesn't know how to rank the blog highest, then the content writer doesn't know what his or her goal is. But I wanted to cover technical SEO so that you should know what are the other factors that decide whether your blog ranks the highest, apart from the quality of your content. Because like I said at the start of the lecture, there are like 100 factors which decide whether your blog ranks highest. And apart from content quality, there are a lot of other factors: on page, off page, and technical. So because technical SEO factors are also important in your ranking, I want to give you a rough idea. You don't have to go into the details. Those are for SEO specialists, people who do SEO jobs. You don't have to know every technical SEO concept as a content writer, but you should know some of them. So quality content, what is quality content? Your content has to be comprehensive. It should answer all questions that a user might have. Uh, High quality content should be unique. By unique means you should have an original angle, original data, studies, polls, original media, illustration videos, and original examples. So so basically what that means is, if you're copying um, data from other blogs, you're not giving something unique. Even if you're like changing the words, to avoid being detected by plagiarism tools, still you won't rank the highest. Even if like you pass the plagiarism test, if you're not giving something new to the reader, if you're not adding new value, your blog won't rank the highest. You have to have something unique. You have to stand out from the other blogs. And for that, you need an original angle, original data, studies, polls, original illustrations, videos. If you're going to give studies, polls, illustrations, and videos which other people have already given in their blogs, your blog won't rank the highest. You have to have unique content for your blog to rank the highest. Uh, and that also gives you more backlinks. When you add value, when you add unique data, then you get backlinks too, because then people, they will refer to you, and they will share your information in their blogs, and they will give you a backlink. So so content freshness, that's also very important. Uh, so those were some concepts within technical SEO which I wanted. Let me see if there's anything else uh, within that. Yeah. So that's about it. Um, so now let's come towards what else I also wanted to discuss, and that's semantic search. So we we discussed semantic search a little in our the second last lecture. Can somebody tell me how much did you understand about semantic search so that I can start in explaining advanced topics? Someone please tell me, what have you learned from me regarding semantic SEO and semantic search? Someone please tell me. We studied semantic SEO and semantic search a little in the second last lecture. Does anybody remember anything? Anybody, please? Okay, I'll go through it. So basically, semantic search focuses on search intent, context, and underlining meaning of the words. Okay, I think there was, yeah. So, okay. So semantic refers to the process of how search engines understand and match keyword to a searcher's intent. And so so this is an example of lexical search versus semantic search. Okay. So lexical search was the old technology where the Google algorithm would just look at the words and try to find data from you. In semantic search, it can also, apart from like in lexical search, you just analyze, the algorithm would analyze Daniel Radcliffe. In semantic search, it can also analyze, for example, long tail keywords like how rich is the actor who played Harry Potter, right? And the algorithm with semantic search, it's more powerful. So how does semantic research work? Search work. It looks at search intent, and look at this diagram, right? So basically, I'm telling you this because at times in job interviews they ask you whether you know semantic SEO, and you should know. You don't have to go into detail because like very advanced semantic SEO topics, like I said, for technical SEO, they are for SEOs. People who are search engine optimization analysts. As a content writer, you don't have to know 100% SEO. You just have to know 50%. So I'm just giving you like flavor, a taste of technical SEO and semantic SEO. You don't have to go into detail. So if you look at this diagram, um, the process of how semantic analysis work, it's divided into three categories: data processing, data representation, and assessing the semantic layers. So there's data processing, define the features, define the grammar, and perform the semantic analysis. You just have to know these terms. Yeah, so in the second last lecture, I tried to explain NLP, natural language processing, and we also discussed it in the WhatsApp group. Um, you know, I shared uh, a LinkedIn post, and some students also explained it. Does anybody remember this concept from the second class lecture in the WhatsApp group, NLP? Anybody who wants to explain a little? Anybody?
Sir, NLP was basically AI.
Yeah,
जो भी people की searches या queries होती हैं वो उसको better understand करता है.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so that was, so for example, so in this diagram, it's traditional search and semantic search with the help of AI. Tips for training a puppy, right? So in traditional search, Google had a problem of differentiating dog training with puppy training, and puppy is like a smaller, younger dog. So in the older algorithm, Google, without AI, without semantics, it couldn't differentiate between a puppy and a dog, and it would show you dog um, results too, pages too, when you write puppy. But now with semantic search, with the latest AI technology in the Google algorithm, when you write puppy, it only gives you puppy data. It doesn't give you general dog data. So that's how semantic search uh, helps you.
Sir, can we
Yeah.
say let me present an example and आप फिर बताइएगा ठीक है कि नहीं.
Okay. Okay.
जब हम लोग एनएलपी में क्वेरीज डाल रहे होते हैं एनएलपी के लिहाज से
Yeah.
अगर मुझे ट्रेनिंग टिप्स फॉर डॉग्स ये मैंने एनएलपी डाल दिया तो उसके लिए मेरे पास बहुत ज्यादा पेजेस या वेबसाइट्स खुल जाएंगे जिसमें ट्रेनिंग टिप्स हैं ठीक है
Yeah.
डॉग्स के लिए.
Yeah.
लेकिन फॉर सिमेंटिक आई गो फॉर कि अगर सिमेंटिक में मैं कह रही हूँ तो मैं क्वेश्चन पूछ रही हूँ उसको एग्जैक्टली कि इज गिविंग ट्रीट्स टू योर डॉग्स हेल्प्स विद ट्रेनिंग तो फिर गूगल विल ऑटोमेटिकली से यस या नो या फिर ये कर लो वो कर लो इस तरह देख लो.
Yeah. The general rule is, even without semantics, even without consideration, when you give a long tail keyword, Google gives you exact data. So so there are two aspects to your question. First, जब भी आप long tail keyword देते हो, you get an exact answer. ठीक है ना? उसमें semantics का कोई चक्कर नहीं है. But जब से semantics आया है, AI आया है, तो Google long tail keywords को अब समझता भी बेहतर है, and it gives you even more precise results. So you get that?
यस सर.
हाँ, ठीक है. so uh, that was that. And okay, so let me, within semantic search, what else do we cover? Um, so within semantic search, I also explained the changes in the Google algorithm in a previous lecture, and I want you to again go through some of the Google algorithm changes and concepts, because sometimes they ask these questions in interviews, in content writer interviews, even though you don't have to know these in detail, the SEOs do. So what is the knowledge graph? The knowledge graph is a vast database with a network of 500 billion facts. This is a database that Google has, by which it finds data for you. So this was knowledge graph, and this was invented in 2012 and initiated in 2012. Uh, we are running out of time, so this lecture might uh, end in a little while. Whenever it ends, um, what we will do is that we will open the link again after a couple of seconds, and then our session will start again. So in case the session ends, just open the link again after a couple of seconds, and then we'll start our session again. Okay? Okay, everyone?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
so the knowledge graph was the first technology, and this is a paragraph of how the knowledge graph works. You can go through this. I will share these slides in a document, and you can go through it. So the knowledge graph was the backbone till 2012, and then came the hummingbird update in 2013. So these are concepts regarding the changes in the Google algorithm, and so that is where NLP started. We just went through NLP, and you know so NLP allowed AI and semantic search. Then came RankBrain in 2015, and it improved Google's semantic search capabilities. You just need to have a rough idea of these concepts, because sometimes they ask in interviews. You don't have to go into the details. Um, so this diagram shows how Google's rank brain fits into search. Just have a look at the diagram. Someone searches something on Google. Google Rank Brain evaluates the query based on the text and the learned context, and Google shows the user results that accurately meet their search intent. Remember, we did search intent in second or third last lecture. Anybody can tell me what is search intent? Anybody who remembers search intent?
सर बेसिकली जो यूजर होता है वो जो सर्च इंजन पे अपनी क्वेरी को सर्च कर रहा होता है उसके
हाँ,
पीछे उसकी क्या
वो उसके हमने 4 पढ़े थे। वो क्या है हमारा 4 किस टाइप के सर्च इंटेंट होते हैं, याद है आपको कुछ?
सर वो एग्जैक्टली तो याद नहीं।
किसी और को याद हो?
सर वो इंफॉर्मेशनल
जी जी,
नेविगेशनल वाले।
बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल। हाँ, वो कौन कौन से 4 थे?
यस, नेविगेशनल, इंफॉर्मेशनल और कमर्शियल, आई गेस।
नेविगेशनल।
ट्रांजैक्शनल और कमर्शियल।
हाँ, बिल्कुल, एग्जैक्टली, या सो दैट वाज इट। एंड the search intent is very important in semantics. Semantic SEO में search intent बहुत important है, तो वो आपको पता चाहिए। ठीक
सर
है,
नॉलेज ग्राफ का क्या पर्पस है?
ये बेसिकली गूगल का एल्गोरिदम की हिस्ट्री बता रहे हैं। ठीक है ना? नॉलेज ग्राफ सबसे पुराना है 2012 का कंपैरेटिवली, मतलब से पहले भी थे, जिसमें उन्होंने एक डेटाबेस बनाया था 500 बिलियन फैक्ट्स का, गूगल ने, और 5 बिलियन एंटिटीज, 500 बिलियन फैक्ट्स का डेटाबेस बनाया था। और वो एक ग्राफ के सूरत में एक कंप्यूटर साइंस में एक थ्योरी कहलाती है ग्राफ थ्योरी, कि कैसे एक डेटाबेस का स्ट्रक्चर बनता है। उसमें ग्राफ्स की तरह नोड्स कनेक्ट होते हैं। तो वो गूगल ने उसके थ्रू एक ग्राफ थ्योरी को यूज करते हुए एक ग्राफ डेटाबेस कॉन्सेप्ट, एक डेटाबेस बनाया था। और उस ग्राफ का स्ट्रक्चर ऐसा है कि कैसे सिटीज, कंट्रीज, कॉन्सेप्ट्स कैसे लिंक्ड है। तो काफी डिटेल्ड कॉन्सेप्ट है। इस पे तो 2-3 लेक्चर्स हो सकते हैं सिर्फ ग्राफ इसमें, बट एज अ वो, मगर वो एसईओ स्पेशलिस्ट के लिए है कि नॉलेज ग्राफ काम कैसे करता है। एज अ कंटेंट राइटर आपको बस एक रफ सा आइडिया होना चाहिए नॉलेज ग्राफ के लिए। 2012 में एल्गोरिथम चेंज आया था। गूगल एल्गोरिथम के बाद हमिंग बर्ड का आया था 2013 में। फिर रैंक ब्रेन आया था 2015 में। तो ये आपको बस रफली पता होना चाहिए एज अ कंटेंट राइटर। इसके ये अब इनकी डिटेल्स क्या है वो एसईओ के लिए हैं, जो एसईओ एग्जीक्यूटिव्स होते हैं। ठीक है ना। तो ये हम कर चुके हैं। हाँ, एक एक और चीज होगी एसईओ में, एक नया कॉन्सेप्ट आ गया, वॉइस सर्च। अब बहुत लोग वॉइस सर्च करते हैं अपने सेल फोन्स पे, गूगल पे। आपने कभी किया वॉइस सर्च गूगल पे? आप में से किसी ने अपने सेल फोन पे कभी किया?
यस सर।
या
सर हमेशा
तो इसलिए अब क्योंकि लोग वॉइस सर्च करते हैं, अब इसका भी एसईओ पे इफेक्ट होना शुरू हो गया कि तो हाउ डू यू ऑप्टिमाइज योर कंटेंट फॉर वॉइस सर्च? तो यूज अ नेचुरल एंड कॉन्वर्सेशनल टोन। नंबर 2, लिस्ट योर बिजनेस ऑन प्लेटफॉर्म्स लाइक गूगल बिजनेस प्रोफाइल। हमने गूगल बिजनेस प्रोफाइल पिछले लेक्चर में थोड़ा सा पढ़ा था, किसी को याद है गूगल बिजनेस प्रोफाइल पिछले लेक्चर से? Does anybody remember? किसी को याद है?
यस सर,
एनीवेज,
पढ़ा था।
हाँ 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 हाँ, रोहिना आप बताएं।
सर क्या बताना है इसके बारे में?
हाँ, कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज गूगल बिजनेस प्रोफाइल, थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन बता दें।
सर इतना तो नहीं याद, लेकिन उसके उसके ऊपर आपका मैप, आपका नंबर, आपकी लोकेशन, ये सब कुछ अच्छे से डिस्प्ले हो सकता है गूगल
हाँ वो एक,
के
हाँ वो
ऊपर, एंड इफ
एक
यू यूज
एक
इट यू आर बेटर
या
एबल टू।
हाँ वो अगर आपका एक प्रोफाइल गूगल के साथ बना हुआ होता है तो वो भी साथ आपके सर्च रिजल्ट्स में आ जाता है, तो दैट हेल्प्स। कुछ लोगों को इसका कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है, उन्होंने नहीं बनाया हुआ, और फिर वो मार खाते हैं एसईओ में। ठीक है। तो तीसरी
तो
चीज
ये
है कि
ऑफ पेज, सॉरी
हाँ
सर, ऑफ पेज एसईओ में आएगा ये।
हाँ, ये ऑफ पेज पे आता है जी। ये हमने पिछले, आप पिछले नोट्स देखेंगे ना, पिछले वीडियोस, तो ये ऑफ पेज एसईओ में गूगल बिजनेस प्रोफाइल है। तीसरी चीज है फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चंस। आपने अक्सर देखा होगा कुछ ब्लॉग्स में फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चंस का एक पोर्शन होता है, और वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है एसईओ में, बिकॉज वो लॉन्ग टेल कीवर्ड्स जो क्वेश्चंस लोग लिखते हैं ना, वो मैच हो जाते हैं आपके ब्लॉग से, और आप सर्च रिजल्ट्स पे आ जाते हो। तो जो ब्लॉग्स लोग लिखते हैं और एफएक्यूज, फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चंस नहीं कवर करते, वो वो मार खाते हैं, वो नहीं रैंक करते। फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन एनी ब्लॉग। आप में से जो ब्लॉग्स लिखते हैं, आप लिखते हैं फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चंस का पोर्शन होता है आपके ब्लॉग्स में?
नो
यस सर।
सर।
और एफएक्यूज जो है वो कितने लिखने चाहिए? कोई इसकी लिमिट है या फिर आपकी मर्जी होती है?
कम से कम 3-4 हो, एंड ज्यादा 5-6 भी हो सकते हैं, बट दैट डिपेंड्स कि आपके ब्लॉग की लेंथ कितनी है। अगर छोटा ब्लॉग है तो 2-3 काफी हैं, अगर बड़ा है तो फिर 4-5 भी होने चाहिए। तो दैट्स
ओके।
अबाउट। हाँ, तो ये हो गया।
तो ये खुद बना लेते हैं या फिर इसके लिए कोई टूल है टू गेट द बेस्ट क्वेश्चन,
हाँ
या फिर
उसका,
वो उस
हाँ
पर
उसका ये होता है कि आप पहले लॉन्ग टेल कीवर्ड्स किसी अच्छे एसईओ टूल में आप देखें कि जी कौन से लॉन्ग टेल कीवर्ड सबसे ज्यादा मतलब वॉल्यूम जिनका ज्यादा है, कीवर्ड डिफिकल्टी कम है, आप उन लॉन्ग टेल कीवर्ड्स के बेस पे फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चंस बनाएं। ठीक है ना।
ओके सर।
तो ये कोई 1.5 मिनट में सेशन खत्म हो जाएगा, एंड देन आपने उस लिंक को कुछ सेकंड बाद फिर खोलना है और हम फिर स्टार्ट कर लेंगे। ठीक है। तो सर्च इंटेंट हैज बिकम अ प्रायोरिटी। सर्च इंटेंट का सिमेंटिक एसईओ अभी हमने थोड़ी देर पहले डिस्कस किया था, नेविगेशनल, इंफॉर्मेशनल, कमर्शियल एंड ट्रांजैक्शनल। तो ये आप लोग, जब मैं ये शेयर करूंगा, आप नोट्स में फिर देख लेना। सर्च इंटेंट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन सिमेंटिक एसईओ। फिर हमने जो टॉपिकल अथॉरिटी में कॉन्सेप्ट्स पढ़े थे कि नाउ फोकस हैज शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम कीवर्ड्स टू टॉपिक्स, एंड अब टॉपिक क्लस्टर्स ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हैं कंपेयर टू इंडिविजुअल कीवर्ड्स। ये हमने टॉपिकल अथॉरिटी में काफ़ी पढ़ा था कि एक पिलर पेज होता है, जैसे इधर पिलर पेज जिसकी वर्ल्ड प्लानिंग है। कुछ सेकंड में क्लास ख़त्म हो जाएगी, आप फिर लिंक फिर खोल देना कुछ सेकंड बाद, और हम फिर स्टार्ट कर लेंगे। ये टॉपिक क्लस्टर का एक एग्जांपल है, ये हम पहले भी पढ़ चुके हैं, ठीक है ना। टेक्निकल एसईओ एंड यूएक्स मैटर जस्ट एज मच एज कंटेंट। यानी टेक्निकल एसईओ और जो यूएक्स है, यूजर एक्सपीरियंस, दे आर एज इम्पोर्टेंट एज कंटेंट क्वालिटी। और